Hello, and welcome to Habitat for Humanity Waterloo Region ReStore Tour. Today, we will tour the Waterloo ReStore to learn what we do here and what it means to volunteer with us. Just outside the main entrance is the parking lot. This is available to everyone visiting the Waterloo ReStore. If you are volunteering, we encourage you to enter through the main entrance and head to the cash desk. Let a ReStore employee know that you have arrived for your shift, and they can show you where you can sign in. When you start your volunteer shift, whether it be your first or 50th day volunteering, you always have to sign in at the kiosk. Type your name, select your shift, and press the sign in button, and your shift will then begin. When you're ready to sign out of your shift, repeat the same steps, except press the sign out button. If you're having trouble finding your name or have a problem with the kiosk, you can still sign in on the exceptions report binder. You may be asked to sign a waiver. These can be viewed in advance on our website. All transactions are performed at the cash desk. Customers line up in front of the desk and purchase their items. Any new volunteer must receive approval from the ReStore manager before working at the cash desk. They must also undergo a criminal record and judicial matters check and receive training from a qualified ReStore employee. Surrounding the desk are shelves full of small donations like lighting fixtures, hand tools, and building supplies. Other, more costly items, like door locks, are kept in a case. You will also find items like a first aid kit and naloxone kit, easily accessible in case of any injury or medical emergency. All the kitchens donated to the Waterloo ReStore are staged to look presentable to the community. But more than anything, we offer the customer a glimpse of how this new kitchen will look in their home. That means it's important to occasionally clean and tidy all the cabinets and countertops and keep any tools off any of the surfaces. You can find the furniture and bathroom area, where furniture and many other home decor pieces are presented for resale to our community. Staff and volunteers can clean and sometimes assemble these products before bringing them to the sales floor. You'll see that not far from this area is the plumbing section for toilets, sinks, and faucets, as well as bins full of fittings and other plumbing materials. All right, now that we've seen this area, let's move on to the next section of the store. All the doors donated to the Waterloo ReStore are secured in these cubbies. We receive various doors ranging from an interior 6-panel layout to an exterior pane glass door. These unique designs don't just apply to the doors, but with some of our windows as well. Many of our donations are made by residents in our community. However, we also receive donations from local businesses that supply and support our charity. In case you're wondering how our volunteers move some of these bulky items, we provide carts and lifting devices that help make the job easier. But the best and most important way to move heavy items is with teamwork. By working as a team and establishing proper communications, we can all work together and reduce any risk of injury. Next to our emergency exit is where the fire extinguisher is located. The ReStore has an emergency evacuation plan, and it's in place in case of fire or other emergencies. Now, let's look at some of the donations we get at the ReStore by moving into one of the most important areas of the store, the receiving area. Many donations at the Waterloo ReStore come here at the receiving area. These donations include furniture, appliances, or even building materials. Customers can also pick up purchased items and can get help loading them into their vehicle. It is important that all large carryouts are done in the receiving area. This ensures the safety of all volunteers and ReStore staff. Remember to wear a safety vest and ensure the customer backs their vehicle to the receiving door before assisting any customer with a carryout. Now let's move on to the last two areas of the sales floor, the trim and countertop aisles. Countertops and trim are displayed here, as well as other building materials like lumber and deck supplies. Since these materials come in various sizes, these aisles are designated to house these products safely, ensuring a safe and welcoming environment. Now you're familiar with the sales floor, but there are still 3 more areas to check out. The next one being the warehouse. Here in the warehouse is where many of our individual and business donations are stored, all of which are picked up and brought in the ReStore commercial vehicle. Over by the loading dock is where the drivers open the truck and with help from other staff and volunteers unload the donations into the warehouse where the merchandise can be processed and priced before going out onto the sales floor. The warehouse is also where most of the cleaning and preparation is done. The Waterloo ReStore receives both new and used donations, which means some furniture may not be ready for resale right away. It is up to all of us to clean and touch up these products before they go onto the sales floor. For business donations, little things like barcodes and old price tags should be removed to maintain the privacy of our donors. You may be wondering what happens if a product is damaged and cannot be repaired. Unfortunately, not everything can be repurposed. Fortunately, appliances and scrap metal have a designated area so that our drivers can transport and properly recycle these materials at a scrap metal facility, reducing even more waste from ending up in the landfill. Before we move on to the store's last 2 areas, have a look in the second emergency exit next to the forklift. If you have any questions about our safety protocols, talk to a supervisor, and they will be happy to help you. Now, we can move on to the testing area. This is one of the most vital areas of the ReStore. A trained employee or volunteer will inspect and test all donated lighting fixtures and household appliances. Everything needed to inspect these products, from the tools to AC power supplies, is right here in the testing area. You will also find a storage cabinet with work gloves and all the eye protection needed to get the job done safely. CSA-approved green patch footwear must always be worn in order to volunteer at the ReStore. If you need to borrow a pair of safety footwear, we store many different sizes just outside the break room. Not far from the testing area is a set of lockers, which you can use to store any personal items. That being said, it is best to leave any valuable belongings at home before volunteering. Finally, the last area of the tour is the break room, where you can eat lunch, have a coffee, or take a break. That concludes the video tour. If you're interested in volunteering at the Waterloo ReStore, feel free to check out our website or register for orientation through our online portal. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope to see you soon at the ReStore.